and this confirmed to detectives that there was a gun involved. What was more clear to them was that Travis's body had been there for a while due to the level of decomposition, and this was because of the fact that his body was actually starting to mummify. Once detectives established the crime scene, they began to look around and notice that it appeared that part of the crime scene was actually cleaned up. They noticed that the bedding from Travis's bed was missing and that his body almost looked as if somebody tried to clean him off in the shower. They also noted that there was no forced entry, which indicated that this had to have been done by somebody that Travis knew, as opposed to a stranger. Obviously, the first people that police questioned were the roommates, and like many others, police had a really hard time understanding why they didn't smell his decomposing body earlier. However, both roommates were eventually cleared. When police tried to find Travis's bedding, they opened up his washing machine, where they found clothes, towels, and a digital camera, almost as if someone was trying to destroy this camera. The camera wouldn't turn on, but the SD card was still in it. However, if you know anything about SD cards, you know that they usually still work after being ran through the wash. So whoever was trying to damage this SD card obviously didn't know that. Also, there are so many other ways to for sure destroy an SD card, but whoever did this could have just taken it with them too and hidden it that way. Throwing it in the wash was just clearly a dumb idea, and so obviously finding this SD card was a huge piece of evidence for the team. Now, strangely, Jodi actually reached out to detectives to offer any assistance into the death of her friend Travis after she was notified, and it was noted that she was acting as if she was devastated to hear the news of Travis. She even made a MySpace post memorializing him and talking about how heartbroken she was over his passing. Now, she probably would have thought that this would throw off suspicion that she was perhaps involved somehow, but Jodi was already very high up on law enforcement's radar. When talking to Detective Flores, he asked her what she had heard so far about the case. Jodi stated that she had heard that Travis passed away and that there was a lot of blood. She told Detective Flores that she and Travis had begun dating in 2006, but that they had broken up recently and that the breakup was mutual. She stated that the last time she had seen him was April of 2008 before she moved back to California to live with her grandparents. She had an alibi for the time of the murders as well, which was that road trip that she was on, and she stated that Travis did not want her to go on this road trip for whatever reason it was and that they had been arguing, so she wanted to steer clear of Arizona completely, trying to make it clear that she was never even in Arizona. She even left Travis a voicemail 6 hours after the time he was suspected to have been murdered, which was on June 4th, 2008 at 11:37 p.m.
I know Leslie called you, so I already talked to her, so you can call her back if you want, but it's not necessary. My phone died, so I wasn't getting back to anybody. And what else? Oh, and I drove 100 miles in the wrong direction, over 100 miles, thank you very much. So yeah, remember New Mexico? It was a lot like that, only you weren't here to prevent me from going into the 3 digits.